Hello, Rudy here, and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. Today, we're going to be doing some actual ranching. Now, unlike most builds and things that I've done on this series so far, I've had no experience with ranching before because it's completely new. So, let's see if we can work our way through the ranching challenge. Now, the first thing that came up is in the food section. In order to make some of these ranching buildings, I actually need to do ranching research, but a long time ago, I deconstructed all of my research stations. So now we need to get those rebuilt and do some more research. I guess we'll just put them... Where do we want to put them? Let's put them right here. I think this is where they used to be. Alright, so I'll let the duplicants do that. We need to also recruit... We're going to recruit another duplicant to be our rancher. Oh, Max is looking pretty good with his divers along, but he is anemic, so not too good at getting around. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of any of these duplicants, so I'm actually going to reject them all. You know, if it comes to it, we can just, turn one of our current duplicants into a rancher. We need to look at our job section. So we have farmer. So Stalin could be a rancher, but I don't know, we need Stalin doing what he's currently doing with the bristleberries and mushrooms and all that. Okay. So how do we research ranching? There it is. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because this base is from the occupational upgrade, and ranching did not exist then, and of course I researched animal control, but now we're in the ranching upgrade, and ranching is now a prerequisite to animal control. Isn't that funny? We'll need to hook up a power line here. Alright, do we have a researcher? We need a research assistant. How about Abe, the former exosuit engineer? Give him a new job. And it's nighttime. The research is complete. We now have ranching. In the I was just making a big room here. I'm going to expand my oxygen tank here, because I just want to... I'm producing so much oxygen that my system keeps on getting backed up, and I need to do something with all my excess oxygen. So yeah, I just want to dump it into this tank. Of course, we will be recruiting some new duplicants pretty soon, so hopefully this excess oxygen will go away. But yeah, I think it's a nifty little thing to do. Okay, so back to our ranch. I'm going to build the ranch over here. I was scouting out a bit, and I noticed there's like a lot of germs here, or there used to be a ton of germs in here. Like hundreds of millions of germs. But I guess something happened. Maybe it was a bug and it got fixed. Well, okay, but we do need to watch out for these germs in particular. So, I mean, we probably don't need to make the ranch that big. I think we can probably go here. This will be our first ranch, you know? And it'll be our first ranch, and we'll see what we need to do to make it work. It's like a test ranch. So under food, I guess we're gonna need a critter feeder at the very least, and we'll want a critter drop-off. What else do we need? A grooming station. I know that's one thing. The grooming station. Alright, and let's sweep up all this nonsense. We want our animals to enjoy their new habitat. Make some abyssalite walls, just for the hell of it. Maybe we need some more storage compactors. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. In fact, by chance, we found a hatch in the area we were digging out, so the hatch fell down into our ranch already. Pretty good. Okay, so what is next? So we have a critter drop-off, which we can use to drop off creatures that we've captured, bagged hatches. Now, you may recall, I set this to bagged hatch. You may recall in previous episodes, we bagged some hatches. You got some hatches right there, and, you know, I've just left them in the trap, because I didn't know what to do with them at the time. So we got those 2 hatches. There was another hatch up here, and they're dropping them off in the ranch now. Very nice. Okay, oh yeah, creature feeder. So, what do we need to put in here? Okay. So it's broken down by different creatures. So we're, of course, dealing with hatches in this particular farm, so we can say what we want to feed them. And we can feed them just all the leftover crap that we don't need, to put it bluntly. How about we feed you obsidian? We could feed them plastic. Oh man, what a great diet that would be. Sandstone, sedimentary rock. Oh, polluted dirt. That'd be great. Get rid of the polluted dirt. Yeah, and yeah, we're not going to give them tungsten. You know, that's like the steak of the hatch world. Tungsten. Have a nice chunk of tungsten. Hatches would not appreciate a good fine piece of tungsten. Better to make it into a wall or some other machine. Excellent. So all we really need now... Okay, they're delivering food for the hatches. Oh, and they're eating! That's so cool! And they're producing coal. I love it. So now we need to domesticate our hatches now, so we need to actually have a rancher. We have no new duplicate. Oh! Speak of the duplicant. We can choose another duplicate now. Let's see if someone meets our impossibly high standards. Okay. I think Devin is the choice. I don't like that he has no athletics and is at -2 learning, but +1 ranching, and he has an interest in ranching. Yeah, let's go for it. He's got no traits that make him wholly unlikable. I think I'll fit right into the colony, and since he's working in the ranch, he doesn't need to travel far, so the low athletics is kind of not really a big deal. Oh, right, but he needs to work as a farmer first. Okay, this is what we'll do. We'll make Stalin the rancher. Yeah, we can't make Devin a rancher. He needs to level up in farming first, but that's going to take too long. Let's, maybe we'll switch things around later. We'll make Stalin the rancher, and we'll make Devin the new farmer. I think he, you know, it's a basic job. He just needs to tend to the berries. He needs to tend to the berries. You know, we're actually out of fertilizer, so we can't make micronutrient fertilizer anymore, but we will probably make some fertilizer makers in a near future episode. Oh, I need to mop this up. Okay. So, yeah, I'm getting kind of, I'm, you know, doing multiple things at once here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to break down this wall and start pumping all of our excess oxygen into this massive cavity. Just for the hell of it, you know? We're just playing with gases and physics at this point. So let's deconstruct these walls up here, how about? That should be pretty good. So we'll have the oxygen coming through here. Half of it will get diverted into this chamber, and the other half will continue to our base, and hopefully that'll alleviate this backup. You know, I used to pump excess oxygen to my exosuits, but I don't like really doing that, so I'm gonna stop doing that. And we could also probably put, like, a valve here to control the flow if we don't want to send 50%. Oh! FDR and Winston they've gotten themselves stuck. Alright, let's rescue them. This is priority 9, ladder construction. Okay, good. Crisis has been averted. Let's take a look at our priorities here for Stalin. So let's make him top priority to do the ranching. Oh! So it looks like I need to click this wrangle button here, and then now Joseph should come along and wrangle that creature. Yep. Pending wrangle. Oh, here he comes. Oh, no, that's Devin. Yeah, we need to wrangle all of these creatures. Oh, there he goes. He's doing it. And he went to the bathroom. Mid-wrangle. There he goes. Oh, and he's put him in a sack. I see, so that's how that works. So it says here that this particular hatch is still wild. Wilderness change plus 5%, reproduction rate minus 20%. So I guess we just need to keep on grooming it until eventually they become tamed. Because here in the status, it's groomed, which has a minus 55% per cycle wilderness change. So we just got to keep at it, and eventually we'll have some tamed hatches. Alright guys, be very quiet. We're gonna get this hatch, this unsuspecting hatch. We're gonna wrangle it and bring it into our base. Oh, 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 here he goes, here he goes! Bagged him. Right, and here's another hatch. Let's get him. Let's slow this down for some action. Look at that action. Bagged a hatch. Well, we got all that going on. I guess the Duplicants just love hanging out there looking at our little hatch collection. So, in this particular room that I've made, this oxygen tank, if you can call it that, this oxygen cavern, we can look at the germ overlay and see all of the slime lung germs in here. But since we're filling this biome up with fresh, pure oxygen, eventually all these germs are just going to get killed off. So it should be pretty interesting to see how this all changes over time. We're going to go from like probably 50,000 slime lung to hopefully 0 slime lung. It's very nice. I built a valve here, so now instead of what we have going on is, you know, 1,000 grams of oxygen comes here, hits the valve, only 250 gets sent to our oxygen cavern, leaving 750 oxygen to get pumped to our to the rest of our base. So hopefully it's enough to keep it well oxygenated, but not too much that it backs up. We don't want it to back up. And how is our natural gas system doing? It's pretty good, hasn't overheated yet. Our liquid vent is almost at 300 C. That's no big deal. We can take that heat. There goes some natural gas. Like I haven't gotten any notifications of stuff. Oh, there is something overheating. Oh, what is that? That's not me. That's like a set piece building. I don't know why it says it's overheating. So none of my buildings are overheating. Like this vent seems, this system has seemed to have stabilized just below 300 C. So I think none of these pipes or vents will overheat. But again, if they do, we can just dump some liquid on here to help with this heat sink. Okay, I've made the ranch bigger. What do we have here? We still have just a bunch of wild hatches. I assume I'll get some kind of notification when one of them becomes tamed. And I'm really just waiting to get our first eggs because I want to make some omelets. You know what? We could also slaughter these creatures for making barbecue. We have our first tamed hatch. No notification, but now it is tamed. So I guess this creature will eat more food now, and they have more happiness. Now we just need to wait for some eggs to be created. Reproduction rate plus 7% because the creature is happy. Okay, that's perfect. Now, why do all the Duplicants want to hang out in here? What is so special about this room? I mean, really nothing as far as I can tell. Like, hatches don't produce decor. In fact, they detract from decor. It must be comfortable in here. Yeah, I don't know. Well, now we're waiting for an egg. We need an egg so we can make an omelet. Omelets, I guess, are made at the electric grill. Yep. What do they require? Just one critter egg. Okay, that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Well, I mean, if it's just gonna be the egg, it's not really an omelet. It's just like a egg pancake. You gotta put cheese and other ingredients in there, you know? But hey, Duplicants, they're kind of funny. Like that. They eat all kinds of terrible food, and I guess they're just used to it. Aha! Look at this. Each hatch has a reproduction stat, and at 100%, the critter will reach the end of their reproduction cycle and lay a new egg. After an egg is laid, reproduction is rolled back to 0%, and so we're gaining 7% change per cycle because the creature is happy. So that's going to be a long time before any of these critters actually produce an egg. So I don't think we're going to get to that in this episode, unfortunately. What, it's going to take 10 cycles to get up to 70%? Then we still got 30 more to go? It's going to be like cycle... like a 384 before we're gonna get any eggs. That's that is pretty steep. That's pretty steep wait time. Oh man, Devin is so freaking slow. By the time he gets to bed, it's gonna be time to wake up again. I should restrict him to only being inside the base, and now he's gonna eat. And now it's back to work, Devin. Oh, but he's happy. I guess he's probably gonna go right. Man, these guys take a long time to eat. That's one big bite. At least they chew their food. Oh, yep, and he's going right back to work. No sleep for Devin. Now he's gonna operate the refinery? Look, Devin, you don't need to be doing that. Eh, well, if he wants to, he can. That's fine. Okay, well, that's gonna be all for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Do leave a comment. I love hearing from all of you. In the next episode, we will hopefully get our first eggs, make our first omelets, and maybe set up some incubators. But most importantly, we're actually going to make some fertilizer makers because we have all this extra polluted water that we're producing from our bathrooms. So I do hope to see you all next time, and have a great day.